What's up guys, Weldon Customs here, and today we're going to take a look at an oldie but a goodie. It is the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Series 7 Vision figure. It looks pretty cool. Never had a Vision figure before, so it's pretty cool to have finally. Take a look at the back, some old school stuff. Alright, let's open them up. Alright guys, so here is Vision out of the box. Now we have a couple of accessories right here. We have a nice comic book, which is pretty cool. And over here we also have a flight stand, which I'm pretty happy to see. I haven't seen one in a long time. I used to collect a lot of these when I was collecting Toy Biz Marvel Legends back in the day, and I took them for granted, to be honest, because I had so many of them. But now I literally don't have one. So I'm going to keep this one forever, which is pretty cool. But back to Vision. Vision, like I said, I never had a Vision figure, so it's nice to finally have one. His look hasn't really changed that much over the years, so it's pretty, you could pretty much get this one or the new Hasbro one. Pretty much all look the same, just different companies. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice to complete him in the Avengers group, especially with him coming out in the new movie. Supposedly he is. Looks pretty nice. Getting to the paintwork and how he looks, like I said, his outfit is pretty much has not changed. It's pretty much a standard green of yellow and a red head. If you have that, you're pretty much good. Getting some details. Nice paintwork. The face is a nice flat looking paint job. The body is pretty nice too. Some shading in the body. The yellow is pretty strong where it has to be. The cape itself is pretty nice also. I like the cape. I'm not a big fan of plastic capes, but this is a nice material. It's a pretty soft rubber. You can pretty much bunch it in a ball and it comes back into place. So it's pretty nice. It tabs in the back over there, but it doesn't really stay in that well, but it's around his neck. You can actually see it's pinned in right here, so you can actually take it out if you want to, which I will not. But yeah, so it's pretty decent. Just want to do a quick review of it if no one remembers this. So it's a pretty old figure, that's why. But getting into the rest of the figure, like I said, pretty basic, nothing that special. This looks nice overall. Getting into articulation really quickly. For articulation, Vision does have a ball jointed head on a hinge. It goes up pretty nicely, down pretty good, and left and right. His shoulders are on hinge joints that rotate, so they go all the way around, in and out. He also has that kind of butterfly joint over there as well. Bicep swivel, 2 points at the elbow. He has a forearm swivel right here, and a hinge at the wrist, and also at the fingers. So pretty good right there. Nice ab joint, waist joint, T-joint in hips. And then go forward. Don't go back that much, but go in and out. Swivel at the thigh, 2 points at the knee. Boot swivel. He does have a little, I think he has a pivot. I'm not really sure. I could be wrong, but he does have a hinge and a toe hinge right there at the foot. So decent articulation. Everything you can expect from a Marvel Legends Toy Biz figure, basically. So it's pretty good. I have some. The one thing I do not like about it is that at his crotch area, as you can see right here, it's not really molded the right way. It kind of hits his crotch and his thigh over there, so you can't get his feet or his legs straight completely. I had the same problem back in the day. I think it uses the same mold as Gambit, so when his feet are basically always, his legs are always far apart like that. What I have to do basically is Dremel down just that little area right there in his inner thigh to get it to go all the way through. Not a big deal. I did it with Gambit before. I could do it with this one, but it's something I noticed. Other than that, it's pretty much a standard figure, pretty nice looking. Like I said, not a crazy looking figure, but maybe it might have a resurgence because he's going to be in the new Avengers movie, so it's nice to have him in my collection. You know, you could pose him on the flight stand in the background of all the other Avengers, so it'd be pretty cool. Size comparisons, here is the Vision of some of the other figures and Avenger figures from different lines. As you can see, he fits in pretty well overall. Like I said before, mentioning the legs and the crotch area, it being farther apart, he does lose a little bit of height, maybe half a centimeter or a centimeter, but that's a big deal when it comes to 6-inch figures overall. So I'm definitely going to Dremel that down and straighten up his legs a little bit more to give him a little bit more height. Him and Deadpool actually have very similar body types. They're not the same exact thing. They have different upper bodies, maybe a little different of a crotch area, but it's very similar. He has the more of same exact body as Gambit from Toy Biz. He has the same body as Archangel, Deadpool, and also Daredevil. So very similar. They look similar, but they're different. But my point being is that with his feet, you know, they could bring them together. He gets some height. Him, they're farther apart. He loses some. So that's my only gripe. But overall, it's a great figure. I'm happy to finally have it in my collection of Avengers. I will have him standing in the background, floating behind the Hulk or Thor or something like that, just to complete the group. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want. Just pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildlandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace.